Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen, with the dark shadow of the Empire rising to take their place. This message is a warning and a reminder for any surviving Jedi. Trust in the Force.
They've outgrown their age of rebellion, dulled the Empire's edge, defeated Imperial generals and the Pirate Queen's dredge. They've been soldiers and scoundrels, what's there left to be? How about lost acolytes looking for their force and destiny? There's a seer, hermit, investigator, and teacher. Better watch your back or a vibro ring's gonna reach you. Will this team find the light or will darkness win the day? Find out with the heroes of the Hydian Way.
Previously on Heroes of the Hydian Way, 4 travelers became 4 heroes as they grew from acquaintances to friends to family. Together they followed a mystery through the darkness and shadows, reaching out after a Jedi who had left behind his wisdom to be found by others. They did their best to leave the path tidier than they found it, even when their path took them up against an Imperial Inquisitor. An almighty fight later, and the Inquisitor is gone. Skip, Kesh, Koba, and Hillary have left behind Moraband, Soljo Ward, and the Holocron. Though they have survived, they are not whole. They each need to rest, heal, and consider. Decisions must be made as the time comes to be moving on.
Welcome to Heroes of the Hydian Way. This is a Star Wars actual play podcast, and we're playing in Fantasy Flight Games' Force and Destiny system. This adventure has been inspired by Chronicles of the Gatekeeper, as developed by Tim Cox and Max Bruck. This is Act 3, Episode 20, and I'm Ben, the GM for this adventure.
And I'm Christine, and this season I had betrayed Kesh, the Trandoshan Mystic Seer.
And I'm Brandon, and I have been and always shall be Koba, the Doug Sentinel investigator. Rin and I watched Wrath of Khan last week.
It's a good movie.
Oh, I thought Leslie went third. I'm so sorry.
Nope. Rin goes third.
I'm Ren, as they've all very kindly just pointed out. And I portrayed Skip, the Kalaran Seeker Hermit Taru Striker.
Hey, you got it right.
Yeah.
But you notice how slowly I said it to get it right.
It was
better late than never.
There was second guessing at that last syllable.
But you didn't say Atari.
That's what my mouth wants to do with those first couple of syllables.
Atari Striker is a smuggler spec.
Yeah.
You're good at cheating at video games.
No.
See, I was picturing somebody swinging Atari controllers on cords, like ranged weapons.
I think the first technical ranged weapons were the Wiimotes.
Just think of a vengeance against game consoles.
It's more of a thrown weapon. Yeah.
And I gave voice to Hillary. High Lord Hillary Aloric, first of his name, who was a sage teacher. What?
Of the flying Elorics, right?
Of the flying Elorics, yeah.
Yeah.
But, slowly differentiating himself from any names that might be used by others. Because he still doesn't know what's going on. He means well.
I guess what, no question this time, no destiny points.
Interior hospital. Maybe.
Beep, beep, beep.
Okay, so, where do we want to start off there? Want to start off maybe with Skip, the one who needed the most hospital time?
In the waiting room?
Or the waiting room, that also could work.
The camera fades in on the waiting room of an emergency department on Elam, where the Silver Shell landed. The heroes have come in with all of their battle scars. Well, most of the heroes, some kind of got left on Korriban. They're there to get healed.
Skip, just hang on. It's just a little bit further here. We're gonna get you a new leg, set you right as rain.
I'll go get us a number. Do they use the number system in hospitals? It's been a long time.
I don't know on Elam. It's a good question.
I'll be right back.
How How you holding together, kid?
Well, I mean, I guess I'm not all together. Together.
You're mostly here.
So, it seems there was a bit of a, brawl not long ago, but it seems like we'll be in there soon. I was directed to take us to this corner over there. I have it's not a number, but I have our little thing. When they call us, and we'll sit out of the way, and you can get comfortable, and you can put your leg up.
Singular.
Dr. Nita Findell, please make your way to operating room 3.
Is that like one of those things at a restaurant where they sort of page you when it's your turn?
Yeah, it's a little disconcerting, but it gives them control over it.
I hate those things.
You can't pretend you had number 45.
That's really fancy. Can I hold it?
Yes, just don't lose it.
Did you tell him we don't want to sit in the death stick section?
There's not a lot of options I found.
That joke's going to befuddle a lot of people who are younger than us. Who don't remember when restaurants had smoking sections. It's weird that that's not a thing. Like, it's good. It's just weird to think about how long it's not been a thing.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if you go far enough back, hospitals had smoking sections.
Pardon me while I decay and then blow away in the wind.
Oh, Koba, you make such a fetching husk. I did only get a number for Skip, since I feel it's very obvious. I'm fine. Perhaps you two should also check in?
Serene, you are needed at the
That's probably a good idea, if you can't. Yeah. I'll go get another...
No, I got it. You sit. Sit. Koba, am I getting you on too?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, I thought you were a husk.
Both things can be true.
Okay. Hillary scuttles away into the crowd.
Kesh will go ahead and have a seat beside where she set Skip down. She turns her gaze a bit more towards the floor, a bit self-conscious, given she almost referenced Hillary's abilities a moment ago, abilities he doesn't want to use anymore. And is also very conscious of the cane and / lightsaber that is still with her, whereas everybody else is had abandoned theirs.
Yeah,
Hillary still has his.
Just like, let's never speak of this again.
Yeah, yes. She just kind of stares down at the floor for a moment, sort of thinking, growing a bit distant.
Credit for your thoughts. Stop me if I'm off base, but now that this entire misadventure is over, I have a feeling that you've got another one brewing in mind.
Not quite. I've just been thinking. And I as much as I hate to agree with him, I think Ward had one thing right. I need time to consider and reflect. Time to stop for a while. Figure out what I want to do with all this. I know all of you have made your decisions, but I'm finding it's not quite that easy for me. But also everything you've said and everything we've done is enough to make me think that you all might be right.
Just make sure that you're making your own decision and you're not just letting, being a wizard, make the decisions for you.
I know. I will keep that in mind.
As long as you're carrying that thing. He indicates Kesh's cane. This is going to be a part of you, whether you like it or not. Just think about whether you want that to be part of your story. I'm going to go find a vending machine. I really have a hankering for those little pink wafer things.
I think I still have cricket jerky.
No,
Sir.
I'm
Get a prick stand in it. Your ship has been lifted in no landing zone.
just really want the little pink wafer things right now, Skip.
Oh, hey, Koba.
Maybe,
Where are you going?
Maybe later. Vending machine.
Down that hall and to the left, there's a big arrow. I don't know what form of currency it takes.
I'll figure it out.
I trust
Get
you
a
to
prick
do
stand
that.
in it. Please move your ship.
Skip has already fished a piece of cricket jerky out of their bag, and it's just got sand on it. They're trying to brush the sand off.
Perhaps we should invest in some food wrap for you.
It's jerky. It doesn't need wrap.
But it wouldn't have sand on it if it was wrapped properly.
Well, we wouldn't have sand on it if we didn't go to that. You know what? Never mind. It's fine.
We're done. The planet is gone. There's no more to us. Kesh, this is yours. It's kind of pie-shaped, and also it's number 45, so I don't know. Mysterious ways.
Maybe that'll be a lucky number.
So, now I know I'm short, and I get missed a lot, but it looked to me when I was sitting on the counter over there that you were all having a very specific conversation without me.
They're death sticks. Skip just looks perplexed and is thinking a little too hard.
Just relax, darling. You'll be going soon, I promise.
When Skip's sort of done rambling for a moment, Kesh will look to Hillary and say, I think I need to go home for a while. Go back to Kashyyyk.
Kashyyyk? Why have I never made that joke before?
Probably because you haven't had the correct head wound to do so.
That's a good point.
But clearly, you have now, so let's mark that off your bingo card.
I'm gonna have to add going to Kashyyyk to my bucket list.
No, I wasn't named for the planet, and the planet wasn't named for me, Skip. It's purely coincidental.
Administrator Karen, you are required
Sure.
at the boardroom. Administrator Karen,
I thought you might
you are
need to
being
walk about.
paged to the boardroom. Someone is looking for you.
What do you two think you're gonna do? I mean, after the hospital.
Probably a little joyriding.
Well, you are the only one that can fly it safely. Seems fair.
Want to fix it up a little bit, maybe give it a new paint job.
Yeah, the chrome is a bit much, but then you might have to change the name, too.
Well, not a complete new paint job, just some pizzazz.
Some pizzazz to a chromium ship. Very well. I don't know, rightly. I can't go home myself yet. I don't think it's in the cards just yet. I should probably be out and about. Probably get a job somewhere for a little bit. I thought... Never mind.
Do you have any idea where? In case I decide I'm tired of giant trees and brooding.
Well, you know how to get a hold of me, for sure. I've got the same number, I'm easy to find. Intentionally so most of the time. But I guess here for a little bit. Got to build up the old funds, you can't really travel on free tickets to strange mushroom planets all the time. And then on stolen ships. But
Okay, I'm sorry. That ship found us. We didn't steal it.
Adopted ships.
Yes.
And I thought I might keep an eye on someone until they were back upright properly.
Probably a good call.
If Skip's okay with that.
Mm-hmm. Skip just kind of has like a grumpy Kermit face because you all keep avoiding these idioms that have to do with feet. And it's not lost on them.
I don't know. I'll go if I find somewhere I'm wanted. I suspect our good investigator will, well, if he hasn't already, melt into some shadows for a bit.
Yeah, I don't think it takes that long to get some cookies from the vending machine.
I don't know. Depends on if they got stuck.
Wait, do you think that he left us?
Well, I told him to follow the arrows. Maybe there's a line.
If he did, if he wants to be found, he will be. But I also can't imagine he would leave without some kind of goodbye.
I can.
Just let's hope it's not the vibro ring. Just dud, and then it would say goodbye, and he would be gone.
Actually, I could see
in the
that.
shadows forever. Kesh.
Yes.
I know you need to be alone, but don't be too alone. Wherever you go.
I've got family on Kashyyyk. I'm not going to isolate myself completely. I might be taking a page from a word's book, but I also watched what being alone for a long time did to him. And I don't plan on that for myself.
Beep, 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 beep.
Those things always give me a heart attack.
Why did yours go off before mine? I am missing a whole leg.
You know, let's.
Yeah, I'm not going to complain. It's fine.
It's okay. Cash will pass you hers and take yours. Let's go get you seen.
No, they probably did yours first because you're old.
It's okay. Come on. I'll help
What
you
if they
up.
did hers first because they're coming for you with a bed?
Beep, 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 beep. And Skips goes off.
Now we can both get seen.
Okay.
Come on, let's get patched up.
I'll watch your stuff.
Yeah.
Bye. So basically, fade out of the hospital noises into general noises of spaces open to public, and Hillary is writing a letter. So, Alicia, I know it has been far, far too long, and I know that I said I would write more frequently, but I've worried more for you than I thought a body could worry. And I lived in that fear for so long that I was afraid if I reached out, I might just fall apart. But I cannot live in that fear anymore, and I think some of the danger has passed. And while I'm in an odd place now. I'm currently working part-time at a bar. I do some karaoke evenings with some of the locals, and I've gotten pretty good at the juggling of the spirits, especially when they're on fire. They seem to like that one. But for the most part, I'm making my way, and Skip is recovering beautifully. I know you don't quite know who Skip is yet, but hopefully you'll meet them. I haven't really heard from the others. It's been some time, but Skip's officially ready, I think, to retake the helm. So I've pulled together some goodies. I had a little bit of a biscuit bear and gift card left over, and I might as well enjoy it while I can. So I've sent some messages out, and hopefully I will see the others soon. And even more in my heart of hearts, I hope that I can see you soon. I know Manchucho has gone off on a crusade, and I wish him all the best. Not sure where my steps will lead me, but someday it will be back to you. For now, I love you, I love you, I love you. But I have a party to host, and I will talk to you soon, my love.
You suddenly feel like that the hair on the back of your... Actually, do you have any hair on the back? You're a reptile, never mind.
Well, I'm a dinosaur. I don't know what kind of accoutrement I might have. But probably not hair.
Why do you say I love you 3 whole times?
Oh my goodness, Skip.
Skip is suddenly just over your shoulder.
Make some noise when you walk. Sheesh.
Well, I was practicing.
I'm very happy for you. And why are you reading my letter?
I was curious. I thought you might have got word from, Koba or Kesh or something, and I got excited.
No.
I didn't realize it was from you until I read too much. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. And I say that I love her because I do. And sometimes it just feels good to say it. Oh, you just read my letter. So you know about the biscuit baron. Oh, good gravy. Skip.
There's
Ruined
gravy?
half the surprise.
Sorry.
It's okay. Come on. You can help me set up. I did send Koba and Kesh the time and the date. And the date is today, and the time is... I don't remember what I wrote down, but soon.
That's great. They can see what I did to the ship. I like to think that maybe Skip's idea of adding pizzazz to the ship was probably some really garish, like, fluorescent racing stripes and stuff. Like, it's just very ugly.
What did you do to the ship?
Wait, is that Koba coming back?
Probably.
I'm gonna say yes.
Koba!
Hi, Skip.
Hey.
Hillary.
Koba?
Koba, you would notice, has gone back to carrying around his revolver and vibro rings. Pretty much like he was at the beginning.
Well, the inside of the ship now has a lot of different colored lights. It basically looks like, a Twitch streamer has decorated this space.
Oh my gosh.
There's all the different alternating, like, rainbow neon colors and strip lighting.
It is very loud in here.
I don't hear anything.
Yes, it's amazing how loud it can be when there's no music playing. But
there could be music playing.
There could be,
and
but
I've actually rigged up the lighting so that it'll pulse with the music when you play it.
Yes, and that's why you might notice that I have these very fine goggles around my neck. Because it can be intense. Skip is quite proud of their handiwork, and I didn't want to stifle creativity as it was being expressed. Hillary is actually wearing something similar to what he would have been wearing early on, the dapper little suit, but it looks more like a bartender's outfit. Like it's the black slacks and the white shirt and a very specifically shaped vest, and you can see the indent where the name tag usually goes. But he still looks dapper and well pressed.
I actually think that maybe Skip is wearing kind of a mismatched bunch of nonsense, because they had to take off the Jedi robes that they had stolen and then wore, but also, most importantly, an iridescent sort of half cape.
I'm digging that.
Does it match the ship?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't match anything.
Does
Nothing matches.
anything match ever?
So, Koba, you will not believe it. Hillary has this really, really amazing job, and he gets to meet all of these really amazing people. And one time this guy came in, and he had this really, really, really amazing sense of fashion. And he told me that I could probably pull off capes too, and so I am.
Yes. Skip has quite the collection now.
I'm glad you're living your truth.
Well, he taught me a little bit about how to gamble, and I ended up winning a couple of escapes off of him.
Ah, boy. How's the leg?
Oh, it's fine.
Good to hear.
Skip just doesn't offer anything else about it. It's like, yeah, it happened.
So, is there a pool on whether or not Kesh is even going to show up? I'll throw 10 credits in against.
I don't know, Skip. Do you think she's going to come?
Skip has this, really kind of, grumpy look very suddenly on their face, but then just very quickly covers it back up. You know, a pool would be a great idea. I wonder where I could fit one. Maybe in the
No,
cargo
Skip.
bay.
That's a lot of upkeep. Start with a bath. Like one of those big soaking tubs.
Well, that's a given.
I just feel like a pool would be a bit much.
Yeah, we can just, fly to any of the good swimming pools.
So, how have you been keeping, Koba?
Well enough.
Took a few jobs?
Yeah. Got in touch with some old contacts. Got some information.
Well, it's good that you can go back to what you're good at and what you know.
There's a knock at the ramp. Or the door leading to the top of the ramp.
I'll go get that.
Final bets?
Skip scuttles away.
No way it's Kesh.
Sadly, I agree.
Skip, when you open up the door, there is a Trandoshan woman standing there, and although she bears a certain resemblance, she's a lot younger looking than Cash. She blinks when you first open up the door, sort of taking you in your fabulous, very bright style. And she'll say, "You must be Skip."
Skip had opened up the door all bright-eyed and then just sort of falters a little bit. Yeah?
Is Lord High Lord Al-Oric here?
Who's asking?
My name is Ineska. I believe you all knew my mother, Kesh.
Yeah, Hillary's inside. Okay, you can come in.
Hillary's pouring some calf.
She'll bow her head as a moment of acknowledgement, and we'll step on board the ship, taking in the interior. And when her eyes settle on the Alina in their midst, she'll start to approach.
Skip holds the door open just a little while, just sort of looking out to the horizon to see if Kesh is hiding around a pillar or something. But then eventually shuts the door and comes inside.
What's her name again?
Ineska. Hillary would know this is Kesh's oldest daughter, and this is the one that Kesh is on the best terms with. The other one who might have had a little bit of connection to the whole Force nonsense.
I figure we're all set up in the common area on the ugly couches, mismatched chairs, trunk for a coffee table kind of place. Hillary would have poured a drink of some sort for Koba. I don't think we determined if Koba drank the calf or if he would have been offered something else.
Koba will drink calf. Koba didn't drink the calf that Carl sent because it was from Carl, not because it was calf.
So this is fresh, locally sourced, fancy, quote-unquote calf.
Yeah.
Hillary had enough time to become a little bit bougie. I mean, he always was, let's be real.
I know, he's just, again, living his truth now.
Hillary, though, will look up, hearing the sound of approaching feet, hoping, but knowing that it can't be Kesh because it's a pair of approaching feet, not shuffle, shuffle, cane.
Yeah, there's no sign of a cane. This Trandoshan has no mechanical limbs and is far too young.
He will salute with his little Ponzi silver cup of calf Aneska, I presume?
And you must be Hillary?
The one and only. First of his name.
Yes, I've heard a few of the stories.
I would apologize, but we all know that's not in character. I had hoped to see your mother.
Aneska's smile fades and is replaced by more of a look of sorrow.
Ah.
I'm sorry to say that she passed away in the last month. But she knew you'd be here, and she asked me to bring you something.
That's not possible. We would have known, right? We would, because of the... You know? Wouldn't we have?
I don't know about you, my friend, but I have not been sending grand amount of times in connection with the galaxy at large. So I don't know that we would. He'll set the mug down and look up at her. Would you like a drink?
Maybe one. I can't stay long. She'll reach into her pocket and pull out a small holo recorder and a purple-hued crystal, which you would recognize as having been from Kesha's lightsaber. She'll extend both of those to you, Hillary.
He'll take the crystal and kind of close his hand over it and then tuck it away in an inside pocket. And then take the message. Should this be me, or should it be us? Do you know?
It was recorded for you, but I don't think she would mind if the rest of her friends saw it too.
Please. Stay for the message. Stay for a toast. And then back to your path with you.
She nods, and then she'll very carefully pick one of the seats that looks like it's not in danger of falling apart.
You might be hard-pressed, because I feel like Skip did not spend a lot of the budget on furnishings.
Look, racing stripes are way more important.
I mean, yes, every ship needs go faster stripes.
Skip will at this point have just slumped down in one of the chairs in the corner.
Hillary will pour drinks of everybody's preference and set them on the low table in the middle of the room. Skip, would you please join us?
I'm joined.
She is a memory that must be honored, I believe. And he'll press play.
So the little blue, hued hologram that appears in the air shows a familiar aged Trandoshan face, only this time clearly nestled among pillows. And she looks even older somehow, like she's just sort of hit the end of her path. And then she begins to speak. Hillary, my friend, my family. Maybe the Force is a curse. Maybe it is a gift. Now that I've had some time to reflect, I think it depends on the being that wields it, what they use it for. In the end, we make our own destiny. You all showed me that. Everything I learned, everything that's left of me, I've put in this crystal, like our old box-shaped friend. Pass it on, drop it in a desert, I leave its fate up to you. For there is no one's judgment or heart I trust more than yours. Now, if you'll allow an old woman one last piece of advice, go see your family, even if it's only for a time. Life is short, and you've kept them waiting long enough. And the hologram turns off.
Well, that was a jerk move.
That's my mother, Ineska acknowledges.
Hillary will lift his glass, cup, mug, vessel. Tukesh. I don't know what she was. I don't know who she was. But what and who she was to me. And that was family for all it entails. The pause is for other people to join in. If it lasts too long, he will just do one last salute and drink.
If Hillary looks over, you'll see that Skip is just, like, streaming tears, but, like, silently. Like, it just doesn't seem capable of speech.
Tukesh.
Ineska will raise her cup for what it's worth.
Takesh.
We love you 3 times.
Oh.
And drink. And Hillary is also not sobbing, but, you know, there's one heck of a sniffle. Okay. Are you sure you won't stay a bit longer, Ineska? There's always stories to be shared.
Maybe some other time. If you will make your way to Kashyyyk at some point. But I've got my own family to get back to.
Please, take my information. I don't know why you would ever need me, but call if you do.
I will. And she'll exchange her own information along with basically location of where you could find her if you decided to come visiting sometime. And then she will take her leave.
Damnation. Cash. Oh, goodness.
Koba's pocket starts beeping.
Koba, are you about to explode?
No. That's my reminder. I have to be going.
On a job?
I booked passage on a ship headed for Klatooine. Leaving soon.
Oh, we could take you?
No, it's fine. It's not going to be a long stop, and then onward. I've got a story to finish. If all of this taught me anything, it's that trying to run away from who and what you are is a good way to just have a bad time. I have some things that have needed fixing for a while. I'm going to see to those. I programmed a comm code into the ship's transmitter. If you need me, that'll get you a hold of my cousin.
Skip wipes away the last of the tears. You know, I'm going to abuse that so much that you're going to have to find me and remove the thing, and then I'm going to keep you here.
Deal.
Okay.
Just don't talk his ear off too much. He's got a bar to run, but he'll know how to find me. But he's not going to pass off just any message. It's only for emergencies, okay?
An emergency is very subjective.
Hillary.
I'll do my
It's
best.
only for emergencies.
I'll hide the button. Hey,
What?
stay safe.
I'll do my best. You two look out for each other, if that's what you're doing.
Your best is good. Yeah. Awkwardness. Hillary will hold out a hand to shake.
Koba will shake.
Formal kind of nod. Yeah. Good luck.
Good luck to you two as well.
There has been a little bit of murmuring in the corner between Skip and Gudge. All right. Koba.
What?
I don't need the button.
Okay.
You're gonna take Gudge.
I'm gonna what?
And Gudge floats over to Koba. You're gonna take Gudge. He's gonna keep an eye on you. And protect you.
Are you both okay with this?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it looks like it's Gudge's idea.
Yep. I have Hillary. I'm gonna take Hillary back to see his family and deliver a letter in person, which I shouldn't have read, but you don't need to know about that. It's fine. And you're gonna take Gudge, and because Gudge really likes to go on adventures, and then that means that you are obligated to occasionally come back and visit so that Gudge can see me.
Okay. Guess I won't stop you, Gudge.
I mean, the Force isn't the only thing in this universe that can be manipulative.
Koba will begin to leave. I presume Gudge follows along.
Yep, there's just a glidey flutter.
Hopefully they'll let you on the ship. How are you at picking locks?
I feel like Gudge will sort of make his way into like a pocket or something to show that he can be stealthy. Honestly, it's probably better because I don't think Gudge likes all the flashing lights.
Oh, yes, and what a shame it would be to slow those down a bit.
We can turn them off if you don't like
No, we don't have to turn them off. We just have to give my old eyes a break now and again.
I thought that you'd like it because it was sort of, celebratory, like how I imagine a circus might be. But is that not how circuses are?
I think we should introduce you to a good circus. But for the time being, this is your ship. It can be whatever you want it to be. Like I said, there's a reason I have the goggles.
It was our ship, all of us. I'm just gonna drive it for a while.
Well, Skip, I can't help but feel perhaps our time here is coming to an end. Do you have somewhere you'd like to go?
Like I said, we gotta go deliver that letter in person.
Well, I've never been to Alina, but everything that's been said today seems to make it seem like I should go.
You've never been to your homeworld?
No.
How did we miss that factoid?
I was born on the road. We were a traveling circus.
Oh my good golly, you're more of a hermit than I am.
I don't think that's how it works.
Well, let's go.
Let's go indeed. I guess I should turn in my vest. Nah, let's just go. The docking fees are paid. They won't miss another vest. So I figure Skip and Hillary call their flight plans into the dock as per, supposed to's. Weirdly enough, Hillary takes co-pilot seats, even though I don't think he's really allowed to do much, because it's Skip's ship and he doesn't know what he's doing. But he'll look over. Skip, I need to apologize to you.
Why?
Because I called you a child, and I have referred to you as such many times, and it's not fair.
I'm sorry I've called all of you old.
You really have, and it's kind of rude, but I don't mind.
Well, children are kind of rude.
And for Kesh, it was pretty funny. But there was an old song that my father and my grandfather, I don't know where it came from, that they used to sing with each other. And it was called The Happy Wanderer. And all it was a song about wandering and the joys of being out in the world. And you, my friend, are the happiest wanderer I've ever met. Thank you.
That sounds like a nice song.
Would you like to learn it?
Only if you'll let me teach you how to be a co-pilot.
Yeah, every time I touch things, you get mad at me. Fine, we'll make an exchange. What button do I push?
Thank you for listening to this episode of Heroes of the Hydian Way. You can find show updates on Twitter at The Hydian Way, and you can find me, Ben, on Twitter at Deuterium Ice.
You can find me on Twitter at 12th Night. That's 12th Night with a K.
And I'm on Twitter at Ace Picorito, ACEPIKORITO.
I guess I'm on Twitter, if I must be. At Ren at a time.
And I am Leslie at Leslit with a GS.
And we're all at thehydianway.com, where you can find previous episodes.
You can find more episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Plus, you can help us out by rating, reviewing, and subscribing.
We're also on Facebook as The Hydian Way. You can holocom us at heroes@thehydianway.com.
If you like what we do and you want to support the show, you can find us at patreon.com/thehydianway.
Or you can send the team some flowers for Kesh's grave at ko-fi.com/thehydianway.
We did it, everybody.
Ah.
We made Skip the protagonist.
Nah.
I mean, wasn't that the entire goal?
I mean, narratively, that's pretty much what happened in this episode, so I call that a win.
Yeah.
This is actually just the Skip origin story. Skip and Hillary are going to go have adventures.
I mean, I support that just because I like the idea of adventures.
Kobo will guest at some point.
You'll be the recurring guest?
Yeah. Kesh's Force Ghost will guest once or twice.
I was thinking it.
Yeah.
No, clearly you just need to meet all of her other children, mostly designed by Brandon, and they're glorious.
Yeah,
Oh.
I can't endorse that necessarily because I designed them to be mean, but sure, go for it.
Yeah. But they were interesting and mean.
I mean, I think that sounds like a good 2-part series ender.
Mm-hmm.
Where we're thrown into the nest of Kesh.
Yeah.
And have to help Ineska out for something.
Yeah,
you've met the only nice child.
Yeah, the rest of the children are a team of bounty hunters, at least in the other continuity that may or may not imply the canon of the Heroes universe, because some things are the same and some things aren't.
Well, honestly, in that case, maybe it's Ineska that shows up to save us because they're bounty hunters. And then there's,
that's a fair point.
Knockdown, drag out fights and chaos, and somebody's left. Skip's left holding Koba or Hillary as they're bleeding out, wailing, and then that's the series finale, and then it gets canceled, and you don't know if they survive.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Entirely Farscape vibes.
Yep. So listeners, so there you go. There's our ending and our alternative ending.
Yeah. If you want us to make an unresolved cliffhanger, we need to get to like $1 million a month on Patreon. Go do it. They'll never do it. We're fine. We're in the clear.
I mean, they make it so that I could at least pay you reasonably for your time. I'd at least start investigating it, but that's about as likely as $1 million.
Yeah.
Because he still doesn't know what's going on. He means well.
When Hillary goes back home, is Hillary and I don't know, Hillary's wife or whatever the operative term is, are they going to get gunned down by some gangsters and Hillary's son will become a superhero?
I mean, depending on how the rebellion goes, Hillary's son might already be on the road to becoming a superhero.
I see.
But was he adopted by a billionaire?
Yeah.
Do they have many billionaires in the rebellion?
In the rebellion?
No.
Not many.
Yeah,
There are
I mean, there's a few.
there are a few well-to-do people who bankroll the rebellion.
I mean, he'd need a caped crusader, and I can think of one very specific cape in the rebellion.
Yeah. The capes are very in.
Oh my gosh. You know, if this adventure had gone a totally different way, then Koba could have been Batman.
Yeah.
To Hillary's son. Yeah.
Yeah, to Hillary's son Skip.
No.
Proverbial son.
No.
After Hillary and Cash get gunned down by Two-Face.
I thought
But
you
only
were
in the movie.
I thought you were implying that Hillary's son would be Robin.
Oh yeah, but this is
my
like
yes, but now
the
they're
version
implying
that
that you're my son.
conserves all of the player characters.
That's fair.
So I'm imagining Koba with the cape now. It's kind of great.
It wouldn't work with a Doug, sadly.
No, it could work.
I guess a Doug could really easily pass as a gargoyle.
Yeah.
I'm just noting that both plans involve Hillary being gunned down.
Yeah.
This is
So that's you're
Sucks
the one
to be
who
a dad in an origin story.
put flying in your backstory.
You're also the dad
Yeah,
of the group, so
doomed.
well. I guess no question this time, no destiny points.
Yeah.
Well, the question was: is Hillary going to go home and
Oh, okay.
be
Die
part of
horribly.
his son's tragic origin story?
And I make my own destiny points.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the knight?
I've embraced the darkness.
Interior hospital.
I forget precisely what, because I had 2 crits. I had, obviously the loss of limb, and then I had, I don't know, befuddled or something. It was like something that.
Oh, yeah, like a head wound.
Yes.
Bamboozled.
Just so it's clear why I'm acting like this.
my crit is this cut on my thumb because I got a sudden jolt.
Right.
Clearly, I'm more important for the hospital to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
As an aside, I just want to point out, knowing what we know of Kesh's family, that's not an entirely encouraging statement. But,
Okay, I have one daughter that likes me. It's okay.
Beep, 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 beep. And Skips goes up.
It's like the
Okay, see.
X-Men theme.
Exactly.
that's going to be in my head.
Now we can both get seen.
Okay.
Come on, let's.
I was picturing him pretending to be a hat.
Yes. The gut chat. I can see it.
Ah, yes, that old trick. A gudge hat.
That yellow one.
Yellow one?
Mhm.
Just a quick push. Hold it down.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh no, wait, that's the button for Koba's cousin. I'm just kidding.
I'm old. Don't do that to me. I figured we'd at least give Koba a day.
It's not really the button, it's fine.
I know, but still, you're messing with my head. But anyway. Shall we?
Mm-hmm.